Hello there guys and welcome back to the FIFA 21 career mode with Real Madrid, and today we've got episode 15 of the career mode. We've got such a big episode today. This is one of the last two episodes of the first season of the career mode. We're going to play the second leg in the Champions League against Liverpool. Also as well, in today's episode will be the end of the league for this season. So as you can see, we've got 4 games left in the league as it stands. So I think for today's episode, what we'll do is we'll start off by simming this game against Osasuna. And obviously played a game against Liverpool. In the first leg we beat them 4-1, I think it was, away from home. So obviously this time we're at home for the second leg. We've got a good advantage to go through into the final in that game. But we're still going to play it. Obviously Liverpool could make the comeback and beat us. Obviously don't want to jinx that, but touch wood. And then you can see here we've got another game in the league. I think that's against Real Valladolid. I think. Let's just double check now. View the fixture. And it is against them. So we're going to simulate that game as well. And then depending how the league table is looking, because at the moment we're 4 points ahead of Barcelona. So depending if, you know, they're still 4 points behind us or anything like that, or they might have lost another game since then. I'm not too sure, but obviously we'll probably play these last 2 games as well. So here's the league table then to start today's episode. So as you can see, we are number 1 in the table at the moment. 34 games played, so a game ahead of Barcelona as it stands at the moment. We are 7 points ahead of them, but if they do win their next game, they resume that 4-point gap. Atletico Madrid in 3rd place, Villarreal in 4th place, and Valencia in 5th, Alaves in 6th. Alaves gone down into 6th place now. Interesting, because a few episodes ago I predicted that maybe one of them two in the 5th and 6th spot would take over from Villarreal in the 4th place, which they haven't done. As it stands, we'll go down and take a look at the rest of the table, and you've got Granada, Cadiz and Elche in the bottom 3. So here's how the semi-finals then are looking in the Champions League. You can see, obviously, we beat Liverpool 4-1 in the first leg, and Man City beat Inter 3-1 in the first leg as well. So as it stands, it's going to be a Real Madrid and Man City final. So then, before we get into your guys' comments then from the previous episode, if you guys could go down there and hit the like button on the video. I do appreciate it if you guys could just go ahead and quickly press that button while you're here on the video. And also, you want to see more of these videos, you want to see new episodes as well, hit the subscribe button down below and press the little bell next to it to be notified of when these videos go live onto YouTube. So let's jump into the first comment then from Saleh, saying it'd be very beautiful to see CR7 back at Madrid. You can sign him for real cheap next year and use him as a backup striker. Now that's not a bad option, to be fair, if you think about it. Having obviously Haaland in the first team, Jovic in the second team, and having Ronaldo on the bench, possibly to bring on at any point in the game, and he can turn the game around, or even possibly start him and have Ronaldo on the left, Haaland up front and Mbappe on the right. That would be really dangerous front three, let's be honest. And he's 92 overall. He still hasn't dropped any overalls this season. And obviously we do manage to bring him in, and we did bring him in next season. I could put a development plan on him, stop certain stats from going down or anything like that. So I feel like it could happen next season. I would like to make it happen next season. I think he's valued at the moment around about 50 million. And he's not looking to retire as of yet. So I would like to try and bring him in before he retires in game. So then on to the next comment then, which comes from Sandeep Nanda, saying if you sell Hazard, try to buy Sancho. And obviously we're not looking to sell Hazard this season, and I don't think I'll sell him next season, but it all depends what sort of offers come in for him, because obviously he's only going to really decline from here onwards. Now at the moment we got about 101 million pound offer from Chelsea in the January transfer window. We didn't accept it. Like I said, I'm still not planning to sell him, but say we get an offer similar, not that I can't really turn it down, but it's big money to turn down on a player that is only going to decline, when we could bring in someone like Jadon Sancho to play on that left-hand side, and he's only going to, you know, continue to develop and get a higher overall. So it's not a bad shout, that, I don't think. So then into the third and final comment, which comes from Nick, saying sign Ryan Turkey, 5-star weak foot, 5-star skills, future Ballon d'Or winner and a big Real Madrid fan. Now I actually checked this up online. Now I don't know if he's a big Real Madrid fan, but I searched it up online and it did say that Leon was saying that Real Madrid basically get first dibs on this guy, and they have first refusal, I think it's called. So they can pretty much sign him, and if they don't want to, then he can pretty much go to any other club. But Real Madrid sort of get the first choice to sign him. Now we did add him to the shortlist at the start of the season. I didn't go ahead and sign him just because I didn't feel like he was going to get game time, and it'd mean loaning him out, this, that and the other. So he stayed at Lyon. He's still there at the moment, still very interested in signing him, and I might just make that signing at the start of next season. So let's get into our first game of the episode then, against Osasuna at home in the La Liga. We're going to go ahead and use the future 11 in this game. I've got Couture in goal just because, like I said, I don't mind using Lunin but only when I'm using the team, just because I don't really trust him in goal in the simmed games, just because I don't feel like he'd end up in the best results as we've seen in the past couple of episodes. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and quick sim this. It should come out with a win, I could imagine. And we sort of need the win, to be honest, to stay ahead of Barcelona. We don't want anything to happen towards the end of the season. But there you go, as you can see, we get a 1-0 win. Modric got a goal disallowed, but Jovic scored in the 37th minute to secure the win and get all 3 points in the game. So we've just got a notification to say that Odegaard has completed his position change from cam to centre mid. So you can see it at the top, just under centre midfield, it says triangle to change position. So we're going to go ahead and make that change. And let me know down below what sort of position should we train him into next, or should we change his growth to any one of these. Let me know down below which one we should choose. Before we go ahead then into the game against Liverpool, I've just checked the results, and as you can see in the second leg, Man City and Inter, Man City won 2-0 sorry, in that game, and they won 5-1 over the 2 legs. So the winner of this second leg will be facing Man City in the final of the Champions League. So we're attending the press conference then before we face Liverpool. This time we're at home in the game. Let's have a see what they're going to ask us. So will you be changing your approach? We'll attack. We always do. We're definitely going to go out there on the front foot, try and score as many goals as we can, obviously. It's a narrow 1-0 win in your last game. This looks pretty evenly matched contest. We're looking forward. Are you looking to score more goals today? We've got goals in us, definitely. As you've seen in the first leg, we won 4-1. And obviously the 1-0 they were referring to was in the league. But yeah, definitely 4-1 away from home at Anfield. We're definitely going to try and score a similar scoreline in today's game. The last question, can you keep this great run going? And this is what I expect from us. We got one of the best teams, if not the best team in the world. So I pretty much expect us to be winning all these games. Here we are then. Before we go into the game against Liverpool, let's take a look at the two sides. So obviously we're going to play our strongest starting 11. No reason not to rest them purposely just for this game. Liverpool side pretty much looks the same as the last time we faced them. I think this time they got Wijnaldum at CDM, and Thiago is starting for them this time out. So let's go out there. We don't even need to score realistically in this game. Even if it ended 0-0, we'll still go through because we've got 4 away goals as it stands right now. So let's get into the game and see how we do against Liverpool. Here we go then into the semi-finals of the Champions League. And one thing that did just come up is Mohamed Salah is currently the top scorer in the Champions League with 11 goals to his name. He didn't manage to score last time out. Van Dijk got the only goal for Liverpool so far in the semi-finals. But we can't put it past him. We did get a few dangerous chances down that right-hand side for Liverpool in the last game. So I can imagine they're only looking to go down that side once again in this game. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. Let's kick off. Oh, here we go. Liverpool already through almost. And a poor pass there from Mane stops their attack. And I'm sure, okay, Casemiro, look at that. Casemiro, sorry. Great through ball there to Haaland. Haaland now looking to make it 1-0. And work my way away from the goal, which I shouldn't have done. My mistake. I was just a little bit too worried with the defenders catching up to me. As you can see, I probably should have worked towards Alisson instead of away from him to go for the shot. But we've got a corner anyway. Let's whip this one in with Hazard. Can we get a header on it? And Haaland chests it down, but we lose it to Gomez. And I'm pretty sure I've seen in the title update today for FIFA is they've made the computer, the AI, a lot better in defending counter-attacks. So that would be interesting to see how they do. And that only applies if you're playing on competitor mode. There we go. Hazard looking for the low cross to find Mbappe. And Alisson gets there first. There was a big ask, to be honest, to probably try and get that to him. And him, not Mbappe, sorry, Valverde. Just because they have similar boots. And that's a lot of the times how I sort of try and see which player it is. Before obviously the name pops up. Mbappe to make it 1-0. And there we go. 1-0, 20 minutes in. And it was coming. It was definitely coming, wasn't it? Now 5-1 over the 2 legs here against Liverpool. And it's a little bit of a reminder of the game against, against Sevilla and also against Juventus. Sevilla, it was 7-0, wasn't it, over the 2 legs. And I think Juventus, it was, 5-0 over the 2 legs, something like that. And 20 minutes into this game, and we take the lead. Through once again here. Haaland now, a chance to make it 2-0. And on his wrong foot there for the finesse shot. But down, Carvajal. Looking for a little chip inside the box there. Can we get a header on it? And we can't. It was cleared. But probing here against the Liverpool defence. Trying to get that second goal. We're through once again. Get this to Mbappe. Go for the shot to get it in. And there we go. 2-0 now. And Mbappe scoring both goals in this game at 6-1. over the 2 legs, and I've got a feeling we might just finish this game off with the interactive sim, because literally 6-1 now over the 2 legs. Great build-up play here. I was going to go for the shot, but I thought, you know what, play the safe option and just going to let Mbappe shoot, which he does. And how many goals now for him in the Champions League? And it's now 10 goals, so he's almost matching Salah's record. Haaland's through. Haaland. And there we go. He scores, and it's now 3-0 in this game. It's 7-1 over the 2 legs against Liverpool. 41 minutes in, and we get the job done in this game, I'd pretty much say. I was going to say in the press conference, let's go out and try and score 3 goals in the first half, and we've managed to do that once again. Great free ball, though, from Mbappe, and then Haaland finishes it off. Van Dijk struggling to get the ball off him, and he fires it past Alisson. And how many goals for him in the Champions League? 7 goals for him in the Champions League. So after that final goal has just gone in, I think it's only right to just sim to the end result now, because literally 7-1. I just don't think Liverpool are going to make it back with only half a game to go. As you can see, we're just about to go into half time. So let's just sim, jump to result, and I don't see why not. We should get the win. I'll be very surprised if we don't. And it ends at 3-0. Mbappe grabbing the 2 goals and Haaland grabbing a goal, and then no goals after that. Pretty surprising. Who got the highest rating in the game? And it was Mbappe, 9.1. Hazard didn't have a good game necessarily, 6.0. And Liverpool's best players were Alisson, Alexander-Arnold and Gomez. So there we have it then, guys. The semi-finals of the Champions League is over. I didn't expect it to end like that. If I'm going to be honest, I thought we would have played the full 90 minutes. But I just think after going 3-0 up in the first half and then 7-1 over the 2 legs, I thought it only made sense to just jump to the end result and not get it over and done with, but it pretty much was over and done with, wasn't it, in that game. So let's move on. As you can see, and like I mentioned before the game, the winner would face Man City in the final, which will be the next episode. The next episode will face Man City, and I'll also have a look at through all the other things as well, like player growth, other leagues, top scorers, stuff like that. So we'll leave that to next episode. But to end today's episode, let's have a see if we can win this league title. Now, 3 games left. Obviously, Barcelona still 4 points behind us if they win their next game. So I'm pretty certain that if we win this one and then win this game as well, we won't need to play the final game. We pretty much would have won the league, but we'll check closer to time. So here's how we line up then before we go into the game against Real Valladolid. And as you can see, we're using the future 11. Courtois in goal as well, because we're going to sim this game. We're not going to quick sim it though. We're going to use the interactive sim and see how it goes. And as you can see, Real Valladolid have Guardiola up front for them. They're going to play a 4-4-2. We should get the win. I've got no doubts, really. And it'd be nice to see this team get some game time as well. So let's get into the interactive sim and see how we do. Oh, great over-the-top ball here. Are we going to score here 13 minutes in? And we're working it out of the box. But great ball through. And Jovic, is he going to score? He plays the ball. And we get a goal there through Odegaard in the 15th minute. And I don't know why it's not showing anything on the sides. Okay, now it is, finally. And, okay, it just wasn't showing anything. A little bit annoying. But here we go. We might get a second goal. Just noticing Odegaard with the first. And he can't get the cross in. Just having a quick look at the player ratings. If I need to make any subs. And there we go. 2-0 now. Rodrigo with the second goal. And what a game this is turning out to be. I just remember when we simmed that game against a team that I still couldn't pronounce now if I tried it. But I think we played them in the cup, not the Super Copa, but the other cup that you play. And they were smashing us. I think it was 3-0, I think 40 minutes in. And we jumped in, I think in the second half, subbed Mbappe on. We brought one back. We ended up getting beat 4-1 in the end. And I've sort of been put off interactive sim ever since. And we used this team as well in that game, but like I said, we should be getting the win here. 2-0 up, 33 minutes in. So we're 2-0 up then here at half-time in this game. We're going to jump to the end result, just because I've got a feeling we're going to win this one, aren't we? And we do. 4-1 is the end result. Mbappe ends up coming on, and he scores a goal in the 64th minute, and Rodrigo scores a goal in the 78th minute, and we end this game at 4-1. So here's the league table then, looked after that game against Real Valladolid, and as you can see at the moment, we are top of the table on 98 points. So we haven't won it just yet, because if we was to lose our next 2 games and Barcelona win their next 3 games, they would obviously beat us by going up to 100 points and us staying on 98. So it's not all over just yet, but if Barcelona do manage to somehow lose their next game, then we obviously would be crowned champions of the La Liga. So it's all to play for just yet, but we've got 2 games to see through. But if we do win our next game, then we have pretty much confirmed the league title. So here we are then, just before we go into the game against Villarreal. As you can see, it stands at the moment. Barcelona are still 4 points behind us, but if we do win our next game against Villarreal, who are currently in 4th place at the moment, I don't want to underestimate them because obviously they're not in 4th for no reason. They obviously are a good side. But if we do win this next game, we go up to 101 points, and there's no way Barcelona could possibly win the league. So it's all down to this next game, and let's get into it and see if we can get the win. So I don't see why not. Let's attend the press conference, possibly our last one. Not the last one, so there's still another game to go, but the last one we'll see in the league for this season. So congratulations on a fantastic season for the club. You're almost there. Can you seal a title next game? And we'll be champions. I believe we will. And it's such a nice feeling, but it's also a very nervous feeling, because I can imagine Villarreal are going to try and pull out all stops. Obviously, why not? This is real 6 points at the top of the table against Villarreal, obviously because we must have won the first game against them. In question, a big game. Who will win at our best? We'll beat anyone, and why not? You know, we just beat Liverpool 7-1 over 2 games. No reason why we shouldn't be beating Villarreal. No disrespect to Villarreal, but I'm just comparing the 2 teams. And let's have a see. Last question. Do you have Villarreal worried? And they should be worried, put it that way. It's not about Villarreal's state of mind. We don't have to worry about the opposition. We were excellent. I'm going to say we were excellent. And like I said, the last couple of games have showed that, and we're on such a good unbeaten run at the moment. So here's how the 2 teams that line up then before we go into our possible final game of the season. Obviously, we could win the title at this point in this game. We're going to roll up with our strongest starting 11. I don't see why not. And obviously as well, we are playing at home, I've just noticed. So if we do clinch the title here, it would be nice to win it at our home stadium. Just one thing to note is Villarreal, some of their players haven't got full fitness, so we could use that to our advantage. Try go out, team press, and just go all out attacking. But let's get into the game and win this title. Here we go then. It's all down to this game pretty much. All we need to do is go out there and get the win today, and we secure the league title. There we go, Hazard on the left, looking for the cross inside, and it's blocked, and I think that goes out for a corner, and it doesn't, it goes out for a throw. Okay, try play it a little bit. Okay, Mendy's got it, and then Mendy's kept it in. Okay, Toni Kroos looking for the pass, couldn't make it, but he's won it back here, and Casemiro, okay, Hazard, play the pass back there, go for the shot, Toni Kroos, and Hazard's got it, and he just couldn't keep it there. The defender got it cleared. Oh, Mendy, loads of space on his left-hand side for him. Try to get a nice good cross in here towards Haaland, but he can't get the header on it. And Mendy has got it back here, though. Get another cross in towards Haaland again, but it goes wide. I'm probably asking a lot there to try and get a goal from that far out. But one thing I did see in the comments was one person said that Mendy could possibly play right back. Because he has got 5-star weak foot. And that's one thing I didn't really notice, if I'm going to be honest. Oh, down there towards Valverde. Go for the shots. And goalkeeper made a save. And Hazard's kept it in, though. Hazard, play the pass. Go for the shot with Valverde once again. But nothing's come of it. Valverde, back to him. And, he just couldn't get the finishing touch on that. So, possibly, Mendy next. I could do the player development for right back. And it shouldn't take him too long with only 5-star weak foot, I can imagine. And it won't be a bad option on the bench. There we go, Mendy. Once again, roll over Villarreal here. Another cross inside towards Haaland. And there we go, we take the lead in this game at 27 minutes in. And Haaland scores the first goal of the game. And I hope it's not the only goal. I hope we go on to score a few more in this game. But there we go, Mendy, like I say, abusing that left-hand side. We're getting so much space down it. And it's only right to use it, and we do. And Mendy with the assist there. Look at how much space he's got. No one's really tracking him or marking him. And look at that there. The header in from Haaland. And we'll make it 1-0 in this game. Okay, Villarreal playing pretty decent here. Trying to find their way through. And they've got space on that right-hand side. Got to close him down. Jose is looking for a pass to someone. But Toni Kroos has won it back. Here we go. Counter-attack time. Haaland make a run. And he's not going to get there, is he? He just isn't going to get there. But yeah, 1-0 up so far in this game. We're doing okay. Obviously, don't get me wrong, 1-0 up. We're doing great, to be fair. But I'm not underestimating Villarreal. Because one thing I've noticed... That was a poor pass. One thing I've noticed is this game, it seems a lot tougher than the game against Liverpool. And it just always seems to be the case in FIFA 20 as well. Champions League games don't seem tough at all. And I don't see why not. And it's so frustrating. But here we go. Okay, we stopped that one from getting any worse. But it is really frustrating. It is really frustrating. But here we go, left-hand side. Once again, is that Hazard on the run. Knock that forward. And I'm going to cut that one back, actually. And, just not the best choice. So there we go then, into half-time in this game. We're still at 1-0 up, but in the second half, we are going to look to add to that. Because 1-0 up is not enough at this point to start dreaming about holding the title. Oh, here we go. Haaland's won it back straight away. Go for the shot, Haaland, and the goalkeeper's had to make a save. It literally, as soon as the second half has kicked off, we got ourselves a corner here. And we're going to get this one crossed in. Can we get a header? And we can't, but it's back out once again. We're going to try and play this one in the box, actually. Mbappe, actually, go for a finesse shot. Why not? And, okay, decent, but not enough power on it, I don't think. But I've gone ahead and put team press on, as you can see. Just try and force ourselves to get the ball back, try and get another goal. Villarreal breaking forward, but Varane there to cut that one out, and Carvajal is going to play this one out from the back. But one thing to note as well, obviously Ramos and Modric both retiring at the end of the season, so it would be nice obviously to get a league win before they retire. Mendy once again, look at the space down here, crossed that one in towards Haaland at the back post, and he couldn't get the header on it, but it's headed out for another corner here, 64 minutes in. And obviously we get to dying moments of the game, and I know we're going to win the game. I think we're going to sub Modric on, and I think he's on the bench. I'm pretty sure he's on the bench. And the header in, and it just wasn't great. But I'm pretty sure Modric is on the bench, so we will sub him on. Why not? To play the last few minutes. And here we go. Something might come of this. Down to maybe Haaland, to Mbappe, sorry. And not really many options. Could have played that through to Haaland. Now Valverde, and the defender blocks the shot. Oh, Villarreal once again probing for the first goal of the game. Trying to bring one back and make it level. Chukwueze got hold of the ball here. Can't get it off him. And just got to make sure we track his runs and keep an eye on where he is going. I'm going to try and put a foot in here and get this ball cleared. And there we go, thank God. I didn't want to commit any sort of fouls because it's such a dangerous position that to concede a free kick. Mbappe down to Haaland. Haaland, use that pace, just get away from them. And there we go, try to hold this ball up a little bit now. Wait for players to get forward. Mbappe plays the pass inside to Valverde, takes a touch. And the shot wasn't great, but 10 minutes remain in this game, plus added time. Not long left to go. They're going to make a few changes, and Chukwueze is going to go off. Loren going to come on. And I'd like another goal, just to sort of rest our nerves a little bit, because all it takes is one counter-attack from Villarreal, and they might just grab themselves a goal. But here we go, Mbappe with the shot with Hazard, and it's blocked. Holding it up well here. There we go, down to Mbappe. He's got the pace, he's kept it. On his right hand side, a cross inside, but it's blocked. And the full-time whistle hasn't been blown as of yet. 2 minutes added on. And we are going to grab ourselves a corner. We're going to make a change. Unfortunately, Modric isn't actually on the bench. I thought he might have been, but he isn't. And Odegaard's going to come on instead. Just to try and secure this win here. There's not long left, like I say. And we pretty much have. But the cross comes in here from Hazard. Can we get a header on it? And there we go, Ramos. We get a headed goal from a corner, finally. And Ramos scores. Our captain gets a goal to make it 2-0. And pretty much, I'm going to say, guarantees the win in this game. Hazard with the crossover. And we're just finally scoring. I'm glad to see at least one of the players that are retiring at the end of the season help us secure the league win. And there we go. There's another replay of it. And that's his first, second goal. Okay, of the season. I didn't even know he scored his first. I can't remember when he did. But there we go. We're just waiting for the full-time whistle now from the ref. And we're going to be crowned at champions of the La Liga. And there we have it. We have won the league 2-0 against Villarreal in our final game of the season. Obviously, the fans going crazy. And Mbappe, they're celebrating. And what a season it has been. Like I say, just a quick note back. And I mentioned it loads of times. But we started the season well. We were first in the title race, and then obviously Barcelona took over after beating us in the first El Clasico. But we managed to beat them in the second one, go above them, and win the league title. So let's have a look at the animations have actually changed in this FIFA as well. Because they've pretty much been the same in every FIFA, haven't they? This is pretty much normal as well. But yeah, okay, there we go. That's the end of the game. I thought we might have seen him lift up the title, but obviously not. Pretty disappointing, but we get the win, and we get the 3 points for one of the final times of the season. But there's the match facts for the game. 14 shots, 9 of them on target. Villarreal not having a shot on target or even a shot at all. Pretty equal in possession, but we're just very well at the back today. Here we are then into the post-match interview after winning the title. Let's have a see what they have to say. So congratulations to you and your team. You're champions and you've clinched the title with games to spare. You've done it with games to spare. Happy? Champions are never satisfied. And obviously we're going to the final of the Champions League in the next episode against Man City. So make sure you turn on your notifications down below next to the subscribe button so you know when that video goes live. It's going to be such a big video that. But even this video itself is still a big video. We've won the title in our first season with Real Madrid. Are you confident you can avoid defeat again? And I'm going to say we're looking stronger and stronger. We're obviously all going to simulate the final game. No reason to play it really, as though we've won the title now. And the third and final question is going to be against your big rivals. Sorry, how good does that win feel? And goals win games, and it took 2 goals, but we got the win. So there we have it then. This is how the La Liga is looking with a game to go. We are on 101 points. Obviously, we win our final game. We go up to 104, but as it stands right now, 33 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses throughout the whole season. And like I say, what a season it has been. And to get over 100 points in our first season and reach the final of the Champions League, I feel like is really impressive. Obviously, we made some big name signings, Mbappe, Haaland, so to speak. You know what, all these players. Obviously, some of the younger players we signed as well, Camavinga, Upamecano, Emerson at right back. Obviously, some really big names and some youth players as well. But to get 100 points in our first season is a big achievement. So I'm just going to quickly show you guys the Premier League table. And as you can see, Man City are at the top. They have won the Premier League. So in the next episode, in the Champions League final, there's going to be the winners of the Premier League facing the winners of the La Liga. So there we have it then, guys. That is going to be today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We have won the league title in our first season. What a season it has been. But like I say, don't forget, don't miss out the next episode when we face Man City in the final of the Champions League. That's going to be the only game in that episode. We're not going to make any cuts, any changes in the game. We're literally going to go straight into it and do the whole thing at live commentary. So obviously it's pretty much raw, no cuts or anything like that. So I hope you guys will enjoy it and hopefully we can lift another title this season. But anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, don't forget, leave a like down below on the video, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys for the next episode.